Hi, everybody. I thought maybe everybody was getting tired of emails and a little interaction might be nice. Um, I was inspired to do these by visiting angels in Colorado, so thank you to them. First, to introduce myself, in case you haven't met me in person, my name is Alecia, and I'm the owner and director of Visiting Angels Mid Maine, and I really hope to meet you in person soon if we haven't already. Um, I just thought we'd get on here and talk about some things that people have been asking me about. So, one thing that has kind of come up recently is what will we do if we go on a lockdown or only essential personnel can go out and about? Well, here's what we're going to do. Here's the news. You're essential. So, you've always been essential and you still are, and now more than ever. Our seniors are relying on you, and you are doing such important work. And I just want to take a minute and make sure you know I am so proud of you, and I am so proud of our team. Just thank you from the very bottom of my heart. I hope you believe that. I hope you know how much you are appreciated. This is tough work. I know you're out there doing your very best and it's scary, and I just appreciate you and I thank you. Um, I'm here for you in any way that I can be. Just reach out. I hope that you feel supported and cared for. That's what I want. So just please reach out to me if we aren't meeting that mark for you, okay? Um, but about what we would do if there was a lockdown. Well, I know that sounds scary, but the good news about that is it actually makes it safer. So it's sort of clearing a path for all of the people who have those essential jobs that need to be out doing their job. And it keeps everybody away so that you can just do your work, you can go home, and the threat of exposure is just being dropped. And that's really what we're trying to do, is really flatten that curve. I'm sure you've heard that term, but it's super important because the healthcare system cannot tolerate this huge leap in the number of sick people that need care right out of the gate. So it's just essential that we're all teaming together and we're trying to flatten that curve. That keeps us all safer, especially our seniors. Um, there would be no need to have any, people have asked me, do I need a letter? No, from what I've been told, and I have checked, I've called, no, you just, you're going to be in your uniform anyway. You tell, if somebody ever asked you, you just tell them what you're doing and you go about and you do your job. And knowing that we're all behind you and we're staying home for you. I hope that makes sense and makes it feel a little less scary. Some other things that we can do to make things safer. You're doing them. So as soon as we're arriving at a home, we're washing hands. And then the second thing that should be done is let's get those high touch surfaces wiped down and disinfected. So we're saying hi. Hi, Mrs. Jones. It's so great to see you. I'm just going to give everything a quick wipe down, make sure everything is clean and sanitary for us. And I'm getting right to work and I'm wiping that stuff down. And a shout out to Tammy Morris, because I'm so grateful for her for this really great reminder. Don't forget the equipment, the wheelchairs, the walkers, the canes, all of those things. Those need to be wiped down and disinfected also. Many hands make light work. So if we're all doing this, this is just, think about how we're really stopping that chain of infection that is so important. Um, on top of that, a lot of concerns about masks, but we do have masks. But remember, also the masks in a lot of ways are stopping us from putting our hands near our mouth and our eyes. There's a lot of talk about don't touch your face. Well, that's because that's how germs, again, are spread. And it's to stop that chain of infection. And that's what infection control is all about and what your personal protective equipment is for. And so masks, yes, they have a place for a sick person to put a mask on. It's minimizing those germs from reaching out into the room. But if you aren't sick and you're putting a mask on, a lot of what you're doing is you are, and I'm just talking about the regular paper face masks. I'm not talking about a respirator mask here. A lot of the purpose of that is so that you're not out, doing your work, touching things, and then putting that on your face. So I just wanted to kind of touch on that. And let's talk about personal protective equipment. So we're putting our gloves on, we're washing our hands, but we're also putting our gloves on when we do any personal care. Okay, that's super important, always been important, still important. And also while you're cleaning, because that stuff is hard on your hands. Okay, when you do take your gloves off and you put those in the garbage, washing our hands after that. We're washing our hands before we make meals, before we eat, after we eat, every time we use a tissue, and we're educating our clients on this too, because they need to be washing hands the same way, just as frequently. And anytime, obviously, they're soiled or we've been touching our face. So a lot of hand washing. So make sure you also have some lotion to keep that skin intact and not so dry it's cracking. Boy, there's a lot to do, isn't there? Um, some other things that we can do is, as much as we love to hug our clients, we love to hold their hand, that reassuring touch. Right now, it's important that we're putting some distance between us. And I know that's hard, but there's other ways to connect, and we need to rely on those, that conversation, that meaningful conversation, or just a smile. Now, mind you, of course, there's going to be times where there needs to be that personal care. But if we're not having personal care, or we're not doing, mobility, we don't have to, if we're not having to assist with transfers, those types of things. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Then that non-essential touch, we're going to minimize that right now and put distance between us. And that's to protect our clients and ourselves. Okay. I hope this has been helpful. I don't know, but please reach out to me and give me some feedback. I'd love to hear what you think, and I'd love to kind of keep these going if you like it. So just let me know. It is the first one, so please be easy on me. All right. Have a great day.